Hi, I'm Andras, and I'm going to talk to you about land registry and title deeds in Hungary. Are you sure that you're the real owner of the property that you own? Are you sure that you registered on title deed? Are you sure that you own the property clear and free from any debts? These are very important questions, and I'll try to answer them for you. Similar to other countries, in Hungary as well, we have land registration. So your property is registered to an owner. On the registry, you can see how big the property is, what kind of burdens, what kind of liens are on the property. One difference to other countries in Hungary is that you don't have a proper specific title deed which you need to keep at home, but we have a registration system with which you can go to the land registry and you can request information on a specific property on that specific day. The land registry is able to provide a data sheet, which we call the title deed, for that specific day, and the information registered on that title deed is guaranteed by the land registry. Any transaction happening to the property it needs to be registered to that title deed, and lawyers and notaries need to provide proper documentation for any transactions, purchase and sale, mortgage, etc. What is actually registered on a title deed? First of all, it has to show a specific date, on which date that information was requested, and shows a lot number. Properties have a specific lot numbers. That's one of the identification, one of the ways of identification, and it also shows what kind of notes are in process of registration for the property. Anytime when there's a transaction, the land registry first puts a note on the property, and when that note receives the validity, it actually gets into the title deed as a registration. There are three parts on the title deed. Part 1 shows the specific and exact address, the size of the property, the number of the rooms, and the share within that specific building, ownership ratio. It also shows further details and specific of the community. Part 2 shows the owners and their details, personal details, and it also shows the date when the property was acquired and the registration has happened on the title deed. In case we talk about a full title deed, it shows all the history of the title deed as well. In case we talk about a review title deed, it shows only the actual registrations on the property. Part 3 is the interesting part. It shows all the burdens and the liens on the property. Burdens like mortgage, usage rights, utility and common cost debts, and tax debts. And it also shows if there's a buyer in process, if someone signed a purchase contract but hasn't paid the whole amount yet, but is in the process of buying the property and just before paying the whole purchase price for a property. What kind of problems can occur with you? What might be a problem with you and your title deed? First of all, the problem could be that you're only a buyer in process, even though you have already paid for the whole purchase price. This happens when at the end of your purchase, your ownership hasn't been registered. Problem 2, utility debt or tax debt is registered on your title deed. This might happen, obviously, if you don't pay utility bills, common cost bills towards the house, or it can also happen if you don't pay your tax obligations. These are the 2 or 3 most important possibilities, and we see a lot of them, so best is to check your title deed. I hope this was useful. I hope we were able to help you with this, and follow us on this blog, and we'll see you next week.